starting to get emotional. I don't know why. Stop. How about people just stop being bullies? Just a thought. I need to add milk to my shopping list. Hello guys, good morning. Wow, okay, this is my second attempt at making a coffee this morning. I didn't film the first attempt because it was so early, but my mug broke. I had no idea what happened. Literally just started pouring the water and it all just flooded out the bottom, and there was a big crack down the side and along the bottom. So yeah, goodbye B&M mug, which I didn't actually buy that long ago. It was one of, basically it was one like this, but it had the clear hearts on. What a shame. Oh, it is currently 8:10 in the morning. I have been up for like, I want to say like an hour and a half. I'm trying so hard to get up when Emmanuel gets up and is like getting ready for work, just because it means that I'm preparing myself for a good, well, in my mind, I'm preparing myself for a good day because I'm like up and active nice and early. Whereas if I find when I go back to sleep, like I always wake up when he does, but sometimes I just go back to sleep. And then if I go back to sleep, then I don't wake up till like 9, half 9, which is still okay. That's like fine. But when, I don't know, when you start doing that for like a long period of time, you start to feel really unproductive and like the motivation goes. And I just find that like getting a nice early morning majority of the time helps with my motivation and my like productivity. So yeah, although I will say it is Tuesday today. This is going up on Tuesday. I was going to film on Sunday. I actually started filming on Sunday because I went to that christening that I've been telling you guys about. Sorry, itchy head. I haven't got nits, I promise. I went to that christening that I was telling you guys about with the yellow dress and everything, and I did actually film a clip starting the vlog and showing you my outfit, which I'll pop in here anyway. I am up and dressed and ready to go for the christening that I've been telling you guys about. Right, this dress was so I think I told you in the last vlog, but the dress was not the problem when I last tried it on, because I was a bit confused by it, because I really liked the dress, but I was like, oh, it just doesn't sit right on the neckline. Basically, I was pulling it down like this and it had like this weird kind of bit there, but then when I checked on the website that I got it from, it's literally supposed to be like up your neck, so then it sits perfect. It's just me. So this is my fit. I thought I'd just show you it just before I go. I haven't got my shoes on yet though. So I've got my little dress on. Don't know if you can see that very well. Angle you this way. There we go. Dress. And then this is the bag that I got from TK Maxx. And I do have some shoes to put on, but I haven't put them on yet because they are the last thing that goes on. These I've actually had for ages. I feel like they're just ASOS. Like they're just little small heels. I didn't want anything to be like painful or whatever. I feel like it's not the type of event that you wear big towering heels to anyway. But I need to pop these on and head over because it's actually over in Gateshead and I don't know where I'm going. So, but I really, do you know, I've actually lost a couple of my bracelets and I have no clue where they've gone, because I was planning on wearing like a couple of bracelets as well, but I don't know where they've gone. If you're wondering about the lips as well, I've created a new lip combo for myself. So this is a mixture of the liner for, basically it was one of the Made by Mitchell red lip combos, like the lip kits. The liner for that one, which is kind of like it's like a deep brown with a reddish undertone, and then the blush from the Melt Mood lip kit, and then I've just put a lip oil over the top, like, so I've kind of like patted it in, mixed the colours, and it's created this beautiful colour. So very happy with that. And I've got the little half lashes on that I got from TikTok Shop, which I've used the last one of it now, so I need to get some new lashes like ASAP. Not that I don't think I'm going anywhere, but it is my birthday soon, so I need to get some lashes before my birthday. Hang on, let me go put these shoes on. And I was gonna film the rest of that day, I promise, but me and Steph and my friend Claire got together and we ended up just going out after the christening. There was like the after bit, and that was lovely and things, and then we literally just went and like we went to a few more pubs and got drunk. And lie. I mean, it has been so long since we've been out like that together. Whereas like in our 20s, that was like every other weekend we're going out, these big blowouts, getting drunk. And I think I've actually taken you guys a couple of times to like Steph's and stuff. I've had like some nice cocktails and things. But honestly, life has mellowed so much since we all kind of, you know, hit our 30s. It's not getting boring, it's just different. So I feel like we honestly had like a big blowout in our 20s. We had some pretty wild nights out, and then we've just like calmed down a bit in our 30s. I did need just a good like night out with my friends, and then now I don't feel like I need to drink ever again, because yesterday was difficult, to say the very least. It was very difficult to get out of bed. I slept most of the day. Filming yesterday was off the cards. As much fun that we did have on Sunday, there wasn't actually much to show you. It was literally just us in bars drinking. So, you know. One thing I will say as well, actually, I don't know if it's, I mean, I know my hair's still, you know, still giving just woke up vibes, but the colour, I don't know if you can see that, right? I've taken your guys' recommendation and I actually got the Fanola No Yellow Purple Shampoo. And I love it. I love it. I've used it once on Sunday morning before we went out, and it just like brightened my hair up, and I love it. So yes. Anyway, I'm gonna have my cup of coffee. I need to put a wash on. I need to go food shopping. I need to be quite productive today. I am going to meet Demi this afternoon. So I'll bring you guys along to that. But I need my coffee first, because I feel like this might be leaning into a 2-day hangover. I'm still quite tired, but we'll get over it. Little outfit of the day. I'm filming this on my phone because ultimate lazy girl, my camera's downstairs and I can't be bothered to go get it, but I'm undecided, right? So this jumper, I've just tucked like the very bottom of it into my bra, so then it's kind of got this little kind of cropped look. I don't know whether to keep it like this or to just tuck one bit in. Like if I just like tuck a little bit in here and then just kind of fluff it out. What about that? I feel like this looks a bit frumpy on me. Do I look frumpy? I don't know. But anyway, I've got my linen trousers on. I have just had to stand and iron these. Oh, honestly, you guys know how much I hate ironing, but I put them on before and I was like, I can't go out in these. First of all, I thought they'd shrunk and gone too small. Turns out I just needed to iron them, but got my linen trousers on, which I'll find out. And then I have just put my little Uggs on. Please tell me why we're going into autumn. It's August. It's still August and I feel like we're going into autumn. The weather outside is so like gloomy and just not great, but it's still quite warm. I'm sweating a little bit. Should I not be wearing a jumper? But either way, this is my outfit for today. What do we think? I feel like I should keep it tucked under, you know. Oh, I don't know, hang on. See, I don't know. I feel like this looks a bit better because I feel like I look a lot less like boxy, like straight up and down. And it's only a tiny little bit of skin. Yeah, I'm sure people will get over it. But yeah, this is my outfit for today. Unsure if it's a wise one, bearing in mind it's... let me show you outside, hang on. Where's Billy? You enjoying looking out? Yeah. So, I don't know if you can see, but it's just gloomy. Gloomy, gloomy, gloomy. Nothing exciting. Bit windy. But it is still warm, like my hair's starting to frizz a bit. Oh. I'm just on my way to go see Demi. We're going to a place called The Fork and the Rose. Is it The Fork in the Rose or The Fork and the Rose? I can't remember. But it's a vegan cafe in Heaton. So just heading there. It'd be interesting to see what that's like. I'm hoping, I mean, I think it'll be fine, but like there's a lot of vegan stuff which is made with nuts. So we'll have to see what that's like in terms of my allergy, etc. So we're gonna go and see that. I've never been before, didn't even know it existed, to be honest. I haven't been to Heaton in so long, and it'll obviously be nice to see Demi because it's been a little while. She's been away all the time, so it'd be nice to see Demi again for a little catch up. And then I've got some parcels that I need to return. First one being that Boohoo order minus the yellow dress, because that was obviously what I kept. And then the whole Skims order is going back. So I had a little think about obviously the stuff, and a few of you guys were like, oh well, you know, if there's something you really like then keep it, blah blah blah. I get it, but then there was one very sensible comment, which was, I'm losing weight at the minute. I'm losing weight and I don't want to spend all this money on something that I am going to have to either repurchase or like it's just not going to fit me anymore in a few months. So I think I'm going to wait until I have lost as much weight as I think I want to lose. I don't know, and to the point where I'm like, okay, I'm just going to kind of maintain at the minute, and then I might start looking at buying more expensive kind of pieces for the wardrobe. But for the minute, it is just going to have to be cheapy stuff whilst I'm on my way down. So, yeah, the whole Skims order is going back and I will get my full £500 back, thankfully, because I need that back in my bank. Where has the daylight gone? It's only 4 o'clock and it's already dark. This is terrible. Oh, I hate do you know what? I'm getting into that cycle again. I do it every year, don't I? Where I'm like, oh my God, it's getting dark at night. I don't like it. So it's so nice to see Demi again. Had a lovely catch up. We were out for literally like 2 hours. I was planning on trying to get this up tonight as in Tuesday, but it's gonna have to go up Wednesday morning or Wednesday night. So apologies if you were waiting for this video. It's a day late. But yeah, so hang on. That baked feta on toast. Why have I never even thought of making that for myself? It's literally just like tomatoes, spinach and feta baked, like just in the oven for like, I don't know. I'm gonna have to make that for myself one day because that was delicious. Had a really, really nice catch up with Demi, like I say. I think I might go and see her again on Saturday because we're gonna go, it wasn't the vegan place. Got completely confused with that. It's not the vegan place. It was a place called Fork in the Rose Fork in the Rose in Heaton, right? And it's not a vegan place. The vegan place was something completely different that we were talking about. But yeah, I've dropped off my parcels for my returns, and I've been to my mum and dad's and just picked up some gloss because I didn't finish my glossing. Do you remember all those weeks, maybe months ago, when I was like glossing the whole house? Didn't finish it, did I? I didn't even realise that I didn't finish it until I came out of the bathroom the other day and I looked at, not the inside of the bedroom door frame, but the outside, the one like walking into the bedroom, and I was like, I swear I glossed that. Didn't, completely forgot it. The rest of the house is done, but the bedroom's not, and one side of the frame of the bedroom door, which is odd. So I need to finish that tonight, and I need to go to Tesco still to pick up some food because we've got no milk, etc. So yeah, still got a bit more to do, but I'm just gonna head for a pedicure. I'm not gonna film that because feet, ew, but gonna head for a pedicure and then I'm gonna go straight to Tesco's from there. Right, so this is what I picked up from Tesco's, a little bit more than like a top up, but not a full shot, I don't know. So basically I'm thinking I've got some bits for meals, but then I just needed to get some other bits. So I picked up some bread. This is the one I've been really enjoying recently, the seeded batch one. We got some peppers, some wraps. I thought we could do some fajitas this week sometime, so I got some wraps, some frozen mixed vegetable just to add into like pretty much anything. Got some more milk because obviously I used the last of it this morning. Some hash browns just because occasionally we like to do like little breakfast, like a sausage, bacon, hash brown kind of thing, or I can even put it in a wrap or whatever. Picked up some red onions, got some chicken wings and some chicken thighs. This stuff I'm obsessed with still, the katsu curry stir fry sauce. Having that with these vegetable stir fries with just some rice and some like chicken or even fish fingers I've been putting. Honestly, it's so nice. Got some strawberries, some sausages, and then just some Dishmatic like refill thingies. So, oh, and then, sorry, I missed this one off, the smoky fajita seasoning. Honestly, do you know what I find interesting or so bizarre, sorry, about like going to Tesco's? So obviously when I first started, like when we first switched over from Aldi to Tesco's, I was like, it's very easy to get like tempted by just the fact that there's loads of different brands of the same thing. And when I picked up this, I was like, usually I would get the Old El Paso one, and this was just like a little bit further on. This was 80 pence, whereas the Old El Paso one, I swear, was like £1.25. Like, it makes, I know it's only like 40p difference, but it makes a difference. And it's literally the same thing. They were both a smoky fajita seasoning. So yeah, that's the thing with Tesco's. If you like, you can get own brand stuff, which is literally the same as the branded stuff, for a lot cheaper. So when like sometimes people say, oh, but Aldi's a lot cheaper than Tesco's, it's just got, Aldi's just got less choice because it's literally just Aldi's own brand essentially. Whereas like Tesco, you can get like other branded stuff. But yeah, we quite like going to Tesco's now just because, I don't know, there is more choice just in case you wanted something different. But yeah, I'm going to pop this lot away because obviously quite a lot of it needs to go in the fridge. And then I'm going to have something to eat. I'm actually quite hungry. It's a little bit later on and I've just made a spicy fried rice. This is just good for, to be fair, mostly for Emmanuel's lunches for the week. He'll take like some of this and then some chicken or turkey. I've got the chicken currently in the oven cooking. So I've just made that as like a little batch cook. I'm gonna, oh, we're very zoomed in. I'm gonna go upstairs and get myself ready for the gym because when he gets in from work, we're gonna head to the gym. So I'm gonna go get changed. I've just popped I've just got a pajama top on at the minute because I was getting a bit warm. Let me go upstairs, hang on, because we're very zoomed in. Sorry, the sun is really sunning right now. Like the sky looks so bizarre. Let me see if I can show you. I don't know if this will focus properly. It's trying to, there we go. Look at that. How mad is that? Anyway, I was gonna have a chat actually because there's been something that's been going through my mind over the past couple of days, and it's been more so when I've been scrolling on like TikTok and stuff. Hang on, let me sit down because I feel like this is a sit down chat. I have been thinking about like online social media presences and how much being a influencer or a content creator has become much more of a viable option for a lot more people. I think pretty much since, you know, the lockdowns and stuff, that's when I started. You know, a lot more people have embraced social media as a form of income or as a hobby, or, you know, not everyone is even doing it as like a full-time job, but they just happen to have it as a hobby that earns them a bit of spare cash. Fine. What has always got me confused about social media is when I see people who are posting online, and I am one of these people as well, receiving comments like, I don't know, they'll say something about like, I don't know, a negative comment, or they'll receive some kind of negative comment. I receive comments about my body shape. I receive horrible, vile stuff on a weekly basis. It's really, really bizarre, like why people think that's acceptable. But when any of us content creators or anyone who's online dares to say like, oh, this was really horrible, like why do people comment stuff like this? I would say 9 times out of 10, there'll be somebody or multiple people who'll respond and say, well, you know, you chose to post yourself online, so you should expect this kind of comment, or you should expect this kind of like opinion on your life or opinion on what you're doing. And I just think that is the most bizarre. Oh, I've just got chilly in my eye, sorry. I even did wash my hands, but I've just got chilly in my eye. Right, I'm back. Anyway, what I was saying, so people who respond to things like that saying, well, you post yourself online, so you should expect this kind of comment, or you should expect people to comment on your life or comment on what they're seeing online. And to me, I find it the most bizarre thing that this narrative has just been accepted by like, well, you know, if I post myself online, I run the risk of like people being mean to me and things like that. Why is it that this is the narrative, and why is the narrative not, you know, if you can't log into an app or scroll on your phone without bullying a literal stranger? Like, it sounds so, I can't even put it into words. If you can't scroll through your phone and enjoy content without like literally bullying someone in their comments, then maybe you're the one that shouldn't be online. And I just find it so bizarre that this side of it isn't addressed as much as like why is it always the creator's fault? Why is it always the person who's posting's fault? Because that's like, if you think about it in like a real life situation, right? And like offline, you're at work. So because I used to work for the NHS, does that mean that because I chose to go and work in healthcare that I should expect abuse and that I should expect to be assaulted? Because that happens. It happens all the time. So because I chose to, it's a known thing that happens, but I shouldn't have to expect to go into work and be physically assaulted. I shouldn't expect to go into work and be bullied by colleagues, but it happens. And if you're bullying someone, even like, say for example, you're bullying a colleague, or you left this kind of comment on a colleague's social media, even just a private Instagram account or whatever, if they reported that to their management, you'd be pulled in for a disciplinary, possibly even disciplined or sacked, depending on what it was. So like, and then even if it's not a colleague, say it's like, I don't know, you're walking into, I don't know, a bar or something, and you start shouting and getting abusive to the bar staff or the glass collectors or whatever, you'd be thrown out and barred. You'd literally be thrown out the club and barred. And I just think, why is it always the fault of the creator or the person who's like posting themselves online rather than the person who literally can't physically hold themselves back to create a comment that's nasty about someone? Like, I'm not just talking about like, general general negativity. I'm talking about like targeted, vicious like comments about someone's appearance, their race, their gender, their sexuality, like stuff like that. I just don't get it. I really don't get it. But like, I was just thinking about it because I do get these comments occasionally about, well, you decided to put yourself out there, so you should expect people to comment on your weight, or you should expect to say that, I don't know, this is ugly about you. Some of the stuff I get through on my DMs, like people telling me to myself, because of the size I am, like I shouldn't be online because I'm too fat, or like I shouldn't be, I don't know, I can't even think of them off the top of my head, but just some of the stuff I get, I just think, are you all right? Like, why are you on the internet today if this is your frame of mind? It's honestly bizarre. And I think I don't really know what else to say about it, but it just like, I don't know, I've been thinking about it a little bit more today. Back of seeing a TikTok from someone who was like crying because she'd received all this like hate, and the comments were like, just don't post yourself online then. She literally, this is her full-time income. This is, I hate to burst people's bubble, but social media is a form of, is a job now. It's what people earn most of their money doing. And so people can't just like stop creating content if it's something that they love doing. Isn't that right? Sometimes people have bills to pay. Like, they're not just going to stop creating content because someone on the internet was like, oh, you should stop making content because, like, if you can't handle the hate. How about people just stop being bullies? Just a thought. Honestly, I don't think Billy's been in this. You've not been in today's video yet, have you? Oh, not right now. Got a little huff. But yeah, I'm going to get ready for the gym. We're going to go to the gym, have something to eat. The sky has gone so bizarre now. It's like yellow. We've got like a yellow sky. Anyway, let me get ready for the gym. And sorry about my little rant. I feel like sometimes I just feel like it needs to be talked about. It's just wild to me. So yeah, sorry about my little rant, but I feel like I needed to vent it to you guys. Hi guys. Oh, so it is now Thursday. Is it Thursday? No, it's Friday. This vlog is going up tonight. Let me tell you, there's going to be no fannying around. I can only apologise that this vlog has taken a little bit longer to get up than what I thought. My reasons for it not going up on Tuesday? Well, actually, why I didn't film over the weekend, obviously, it was the christening, so I'm going to try and get you guys a little bit more stable because I'm going to chat. We're going to chat. Basically, I've edited the rest of the vlog and I feel like all I've done is sit and rant, but I've got my coffee, hang on. I just wanted to give, basically I wanted to give you a bit of an update on my health issues that I've been going through for, I want to say like close to a year. I don't know, when did I first start bringing it up? I'll have to look back because I did mention it. And essentially, if you're unaware or you're not caught up, I had a sneaking suspicion that I have, or I still have a sneaking suspicion that I have either PCOS or endometriosis, based on a few symptoms that have been arising over the past year or so with me and my body, and basically getting lots of really, really painful cramping. There's been a few things that have led me to believe that I may have something along those lines. I did go to the doctors initially. I'm trying to think of the timeline. Basically, I initially went to the doctors. They, by the way, if you're squeamish or like don't like discussing like personal female anatomy in terms of like symptoms and stuff, then maybe just click off here, because this is about to get really personal, and I wouldn't say graphic, but it's more kind of like in-depth detail about what's been going on, which probably some people would not share, but I am sharing. Essentially, the first time I went, they didn't really do much. I think they did a blood test, just a general blood test, and they also diagnosed, they also said that I had thrush. So I did a treatment for thrush, fine, which I kind of thought that I did at the minute because I had a few symptoms of that, whatever. Then I went back because the symptoms persisted, and she sent me for a pelvic scan. And the doctor that I was seeing was the same doctor that I went to the first time, and they sent me for a pelvic scan. They didn't find anything on the pelvic scan, which was, I'm not going to lie, at the time I was... I'm not going to say disappointed, but do you know when you think you know do you know when you think that you know the reasons that something is happening, and then just finding out that that is the reason will probably help things, because then you know where to go from there. They were like, no, there's nothing there. And it was like, okay, so what now? And they didn't really follow up. So I had to book another appointment, which they did more tests and said that I had thrush again. So I was like, these symptoms are not thrush related. Maybe I do have thrush, I don't know, but at that time I didn't actually have any symptoms for thrush, so they put me on a 6-month medication for that, which at the time, I think I told you guys, I don't know if I told you guys that I was on that medication, or that they told me that I had that, or they told me that that was like the diagnosis or whatever, but my symptoms did clear up a little bit whilst I was taking that medication for the 6 months, and I actually finished that medication in June, pretty much just before we went to Greece, and essentially the symptoms are kind of better, but not completely. So I went back to the doctors again on Wednesday, and this partly relates to why like this video has taken so long to get up, and it was a different doctor, it was a male doctor. And I understand fully that when people are talking about this type of thing, like female anatomy, female, struggles, they want to talk to a female doctor. This male doctor is the first doctor that has properly listened to me and what I'm going through, and asked me what I thought it was and what my reasonings were for that, and what my symptoms were that would suggest that kind of diagnosis and things, and he's starting to take it a little bit more seriously. I'm starting to get emotional. I don't know why. Stop. So the only reason why I got that pelvic scan from the female doctor was because I pleaded, like literally pleaded with her, and I would not get off the phone and said, please let me talk to this doctor. I need to go further because I'm still getting these horrendous cramps. I'm still getting this horrendous pain. Something needs to be, looked into, because a clear blood test and like telling me to go get Canesten Duo is not going to fix what's going through me. Like, you can't tell me that thrush is giving me internal cramps as if my ovaries are about to burst. I don't know if that is a symptom, might be, but I was like, this just isn't it. The fact that when I went to see a male doctor at first, I won't lie, I was a bit like, oh, I kind of wish that this was a female. But I think because I come from obviously a healthcare background, I was like, do you know what it is? Like, these people do this all day, every day. People come in with all kinds of ailments. And I will not be the first nor the last person who will, have to tell them about my ovaries or like whatever. So I told him everything, and he's put me in for a blood test on Monday to specifically target or specifically look for hormone imbalances. And he says basically if that comes back positive because of some of the other symptoms that I've got, that it would lead to a diagnosis of PCOS. And that is like the first time that it really kind of hit me that, wow, okay, I actually might have this. Because although it's going through my mind, and I thought, I'm like thinking in my head, well, I know that it's this, for a doctor to then say, like, yeah, this could be what's going on for you, without me having to plead, like getting blood from a stone to be heard. I left on Wednesday and I felt really emotional, which is why I didn't edit the video, which is why I didn't film anything else, which is, you know, why I've honestly been in a bit of a emotional slump the last couple of days, where I've been really, really tired, and it's just really hit me. And yeah, potentially could be on the way to a PCOS diagnosis. And if that is the case, I don't know what's next. But like I say, I'm going in for bloods on Monday. If it comes back negative, then we're still on this journey. But I feel like I do want to keep you guys a bit more updated on it, because a few of you were saying, when I said wasn't going back to the doctors because my symptoms had cleared up, a few of you were like, no, like go back to the doctors. This shouldn't be kind of like the end of trying to find out what happened. So yeah, I'm going to keep you guys updated. But it's just been one of those things where I'm like, wow, okay. Like in my mind, I thought could be PCOS or endometriosis, or like, is that just in my mind? Like, I wanted just clarification. And if you're worried about seeing a male doctor, I think like you've got every right to request a female doctor. But if you are given a male, I wouldn't say to turn them away, because I honestly would not think that I would ever say that a male doctor was the one that listened to me and the one that validated my concerns, because you would think that a female doctor would understand and get it. But yeah, so that is my little update. I've got coffee here that I have not drunk any of. But I mean, I'm just going to end this video here because I feel like it's getting quite long. We talked about a lot of things in this vlog. Yeah, it's been a bit of a weird one. So, but thank you so much for watching if you stuck it through to the end. I will see you on Sunday. I've got some exciting stuff coming up. So yeah, I'll see you on Sunday. Bye guys. Baby, let me love you, let me love you.